my name's Angelica, and I'm going to be your hairstylist and makeup artist today. So, I'm assuming you're going to be wanting both services for today, correct? Okay, cool. Because that's what we have you booked underneath, so I kind of guessed, you know. You are, this person, right? Cool. Alrighty then. Let me simply... Okay. Erase your name from the book since now you're here, and we're going to be getting started, okay? Okay. So, take a seat. Yeah, we're going to do it right at the counter. Just take a seat. Excellent. I've already been seated this entire time, so that's completely fine by me. Now, what we're going to be doing first is your hair, considering how I don't want to mess up your makeup as I'm doing your hair. So, I'm not going to be cutting your hair because this is the 80s. Like, we want it big and we want it bold. Like, we do not cut hair, we volumize hair. So we're not going to be using any scissors or anything like that. However, I am going to be spraying your hair a little bit. I'm not going to be using any hairsprays, simply because this is an organic hairstyle salon, and we don't want to harm the earth any more than it already has been harmed. So instead, we're going to be using some alternative hairsprays, okay? Okay, excellent. Now, if you wouldn't mind, I'm simply just going to be spraying your hair. So, with just a little bit of water. Okay. And now I'm just going to tease back your hair. No, I don't use combs, I use my fingers. It's organic that way. All organic in this 80s store. Okay. Awesome. Now, I'm going to be using some alternative hairsprays. We're not going to be using, we're not going to be using any regular hairspray because we don't want to add any more toxins into the environment. What we're going to be using is an all-organic alternative, Febreze. So, if you'll just keep still, I'm just going to be blowing your hair back. Cool. Okay, let me just scrunch it up a little more just to give it a good nice and even afro, basically. Okay. Now, to add some more, what's it called? Just to make your hair a little more stake in place, basically, I'm going to be adding a bit of some lotion into your hair. We do not use gels either, simply because that is harmful to the environment as well. So I'm just going to be using some lotion. Now, keep still. I just want to make sure that your hair gets a good amount of coverage. Okay. Lotion is great for all intents and purposes. And now, for the final touch, I'm going to be putting on a scrunchie. Okay? So, give me one moment. I'm just going to simply accumulate your hair. And I'm going to be putting on a scrunchie. Okay. But your hair looks fabulous. It almost looks exactly like mine, except for my bow, which is Madonna inspired. You know, Madonna only wears leggings or tights in her hair. It's actually quite interesting when you think about it. Very economic. Anyways, next up, I'm going to be putting on a bit of makeup. So, if you don't mind, I'm going to simply be putting on some blush, heavily. This is the 80s. And give me one moment. gonna be rouge. Okay, now keep still. Have you seen the new movie by John Hughes? I think it's called Pretty in Pink. The only reason I ask is because Andrew McCarthy, he's probably my favorite one from the Brat Pack. Like, he is so gorgeous. Really, really cute. Okay, now let me just add a second layer to your cheeks. You like Rob Lowe? He's fine. But I think I like Andrew McCarthy more. Andrew McCarthy, maybe Judd Nelson. Charlie Sheen's brother I like. And Martin Sheen, I think? No, that's the dad, right? I like Ali Sheedy. She's very, very pretty. And I like her characters. They're very cool. Now, I'm going to be putting on a bit of this blue eyeshadow. So that way your eyes can look basically amazing. Trust me, your kids will not regret looking at your photos like this. They are going to look at their mother and think, wow, this woman is gorgeous. And then on this side, yeah, this is definitely a look you're not going to regret. No one's going to regret the 80s. The 80s is probably the best decade ever. Let me just clean it off. Now for second layer on your eyes, only of a different shade. Now this one is going to go right here in the, I believe it's called crease. Actually, it is called crease because I'm a makeup artist. I should be well versed in this sort of lexicon. Okay. Awesome. And now just a bit of this orange, or on the sides of your eyes. Oh my god, the album was amazing. What's it called? Yeah, it's Purple Rain, right? That one's amazing. It's awesome. Someone said I had the drummer's hair, and I was like, that's cool. I'm cool with that. However, I was disappointed when I found out that Prince was like 5'2". I was like, wow, okay. But for some reason, that man has the appearance of being like 6 feet tall, so I don't mind. But still, 5'2". Wow, okay. What else? I'm gonna be filling in your eyebrows now with eyeshadow as well. It's an experimental method. So I'm gonna be filling in your eyebrows. Keep still. Okay. Okay. Gorgeous like always. Look at this. Look at my hands. This one's already like all powdery and blushy, but it's obviously because I'm rubbing blush on it. 2 + 2 = 4. Obviously my hands are gonna be kind of blushy if I end up putting blush on it. Anyways, enough with that. And now I'm going to be putting on a bit or a lot of mascara. So keep still. Now close your eyes for me, please. Okay, and then blink for me, please, when I tell you. So, blink, 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 blink. Excellent, thank you. Now, same thing for this eye. And then close your eyes for me, please. Thank you. Okay, and now blink for me, please. Blink, 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 blink. Perfect. I think I'm gonna add a Madonna beauty mark simply because why not? Okay, and I'm gonna put it right there. Okay. Now, for the last step, I'm gonna be just putting a little bit of lip gloss on your lips, and by a little, I mean a lot of lip gloss on your lips. So, pucker up, please. Great. Now, just gonna be putting on a little bit of lip gloss. Okay. And then top lip, so stick your top lip out a little more, please. Thank you. And then, okay, second coat, so once more bottom lip. And then top lip, once more, pucker up your top lip a little more, please. Thank you. Okay. You're all set, and you're all fabulous. You already have the Madonna look, hands down. Now, it's gonna cost $5 simply because we do have another client coming in right about now, so we're gonna be needing you to speed it up. So if you have $5 cash right now, that'd be awesome.